Lola Vice. I was just like,
Yo,
oh
hey Dre,
God,
Dre, hold on,
man.
hold on, hold on. Yo, I thought I was tripping, right? But you know who else? I don't know what the fuck it is, yo. But somebody else catching my eye and shit that I ain't never talked about on here before. Fucking yo, Io Sky. All of a sudden, yo, bro. Listen, I was
Mm.
I was watching
You,
that tag match. I was like, Io got
my
the little thickness and the right
my
little
new
areas. I'm like, oh man, let's
my
go.
new little boo. She's an AEW though, but I like her a lot. What's her name? What's her name? I know her name.
The
Uh, uh,
Blue,
Brian
sh-
May.
no.
Sky Blue.
Uh, Aminata. What's her
Oh, the
name?
girl that Mercedes is
Queen
facing tonight.
Abanata. Queen Abanata.
Oh yeah,
Queen
yeah.
Abanata.
I
She's
know
the
you're talking about.
African shorty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's fighting Mercedes next.
yeah, that's my
Yeah.
girl right there. Yeah,
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah,
yeah,
she
but
was damn, who did she have? She had a match. I forgot who I was watching. She had a match with. That was the first time I saw her.
I thought it
Somebody
was a
who's
Ring of
big
Honor
now
match.
that wasn't big before. Warren, what's up, bro? Good. Take a little mic time, bro. We've been me and Dre been chatting it up this whole
Yeah.
time.
And it's always, hey, nothing's different. Just being life, being life.
Oh
Being
yeah.
back from Orlando. I don't joke about this, guys. Mickey is more expensive than a damn stripper. Like, good lord.
Yeah. You gotta prepare for
When
like a
you go to
fucking
Disney
year.
World, bro, you know that's going.
Crazy.
Everything's going.
Yep.
But the funny thing is, my kids were so amazed. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Orlando, but they have the biggest McDonald's in the world. The biggest
Yeah.
McDonald's. Like
Yep.
what?
literally, it has an
Yeah.
arcade, everything. I thought it
He has
was
a whole bunch of
BS,
shit. It's like a
What?
mall.
bro. They
Yeah,
got two
yeah.
different. It's like a mall in
It's like a
McDonald's.
mall.
I
Yeah.
was blown away.
Damn.
I was just like, my kids had more fun in the mall at McDonald's than we did at Disney World.
Shit, I
I
know I
believe
would
it.
have loved that.
I've never been there, but I've seen it. I saw it on TikTok. They did this like a
Bro,
special.
it is.
I
I
never
will
saw
say
nothing
it
like
is
that.
somewhere to go. Even if you're not a McDonald's fan, it's somewhere to at least go.
No, their food is they have all the
They have
from all the
pizzas. They have
McDonald's,
everything.
yeah, in the world they have in
What?
that one area, yeah.
Mhm.
So every McDonald's that
Yo,
serves something in different all over the world,
Dre,
they serve in
it's
that
like three
McDonald's.
yo,
It's
floors.
crazy.
It's
I,
an arcade up top, and then they got this big old playground. Like it's old school
That
type
shit
playground.
crazy.
Like
yo,
I do know
you
they
go.
still do have a ball pit too. I haven't seen a ball pit, and I can't even tell you when.
Yeah, they
Like
don't make
Mm,
them no more.
it
That
brought
sucks.
my
my
childhood back. I was like, man, this is pretty
yeah,
dope, actually.
my younger self would have loved something like that, bro.
Hell yeah,
Bro, kids don't know, man. Ball pit was the thing back in the
bro.
day.
I had a
The
birthday party
ball
at
pits?
McDonald's
Oh my
when I
god.
was like 6 years old. We had my
For real?
we had a pictures. I had a birthday party. All my family and like
Man,
neighbors were
You,
sitting
I
you
on the
could
forgot
do
ball
about
pit.
birthday parties
McDonald's.
at
Yeah,
McDonald's and stuff
at
back then.
McDonald's.
Now it's
Yeah,
like they don't have anything for kids. So when I went to this McDonald's, I was not no expectations, whatever. But I was blown away. I was like, damn, bro, they got a playground for kids finally. Like it's they got this arcade. It's like they had so many options for them. And I was just like,
yeah.
man, this is what restaurants are missing, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, shit. The 90s, bro. The 90s used to. I know it sounds crazy, but remember, yo, they used to cater to kids. Everything used to cater to kids.
Oh yeah.
Cereal,
You
food,
remember how they used to base
commercials.
it off of logos like Burger King? They
Yep.
had the little group, like they competed with McDonald's back and forth.
Hell
If
yeah. The kids
McDonald's had
club,
this toy, Burger King had this toy where it was more upgraded or something. Like they were
bro. I
back
used to
and forth,
love that shit. I used to love all that
Mhm.
shit. The damn, the kids club,
especially when movies
the
come out. Like they
watches.
would premiere the movies off of it. Like it's a whole different animal now. But
Yeah, I fucking love that shit,
just
bro.
caught up. When I got on last week of wrestling, I just finished watching Wrestle Dream. I did not watch the prelim show. I was not watching the full thing.
Hell no.
I watched part one.
You say you watched part one. What did you do though?
I don't know, man. You got somebody over there.
When
What's going
you say
on? Oh, I
how
mean,
you-
I watched Wrestle Dream. I mean, there was some matches that I was all right. So my biggest rant is the match that they did with Hologram and the Bull guy. Um, yeah, that should have
Yes,
opened
bro.
the show. That match I pray that Hologram is going to be able to live past 40 the way that he just did that one match. The Taurus guy, the guy that was wearing the bull, I liked him because he was full on gimmick, whatever. I mean, they were small
That shit
guys.
was crazy, bro.
They were doing everything. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, dude, that dude has hit his head 7 times in this one match. I was just like, I get it. You want to go big or go home, but damn.
Yeah, I didn't get to see that match, so I don't know too.
It was on the actual show. It
I
wasn't even
saw
like
that it was on the
wasn't
card.
even a pre-show. It was actual match.
I was with you too.
Oh.
I literally said I'm not watching
Right.
that pre-show shit.
Tony
bro.
Khan came up with that character, the hologram. He came up with
I'm
the
pretty
name and all
sure.
that.
I'm
That's some
pretty sure he did,
1995
like-
WWE shit.
No, that's some WCW type shit. To be honest,
That's
with
really
you,
early.
for real.
1993
That's the
WCW.
Shockmaster if he was on crack.
Yeah, nah, I'm
Crazy.
good.
That's crazy. I
I'm
don't know.
good.
Yeah, I haven't watched
No,
him, so
Private Party
Well,
couldn't
hey.
even win against the Young Bucks. I was like, man, I'm over it.
This is where they put themselves in a bad bind because people were so hyping up. Like, people need to remember who Private Party is. Like, they had a good showcase, but
I don't
that
remember.
match meant nothing if they didn't win. Like, that was literally like a Jey Uso type caliber match. If Jay lost that Intercontinental match, that was it. There was no other way you were going to be able to get him on that scenario. They did that to Private Party. That's something I realized. That's something that they really did hurt that tag team. So,
Gee, we was talking about Monday Night Raw, and you just mentioned Jey Uso, man. How y'all feel about Jimmy popping up in the locker room?
storytelling.
We already know. I've been saying that shit for how long now?
I do like how they're teasing it, though. I do like how they're like, all right, this is what we're going to do to get to Survivor Series. Because I was sitting there, I was wondering, it's like, who's going to be the one to budge first, Roman or Jay? And
I
knew it was gonna be Jimmy.
I want to say something real fast, though. I want to say 2 things real fast. I want to know, did you guys recognize that was like the old Roman Reigns on SmackDown this past week? Yeah, like
The old.
the old,
heel
like,
Roman?
heel Roman before, he lost the championship. Like, when he came out there, he obviously he cut off Jimmy. When Jimmy had his hand out, he just laughed and just chuckled with him and sort of played him off and was like, yeah, look at Jimmy and everything like that. Even, the whole motion, everything that how Roman Reigns, his whole mannerism was just like, that's heel Roman Reigns. And
Damn, I missed it. I didn't see the beginning part of fucking SmackDown.
Yeah, like I was like, yo, man, that's just bringing me flashbacks to
There we go. Let's
2022
give that.
Roman Reigns. So
Let's do that.
I wanted to mention that. Another thing I wanted to mention too, after Jay went to his locker room, he saw Jimmy, boom, and Jay walked off, and Jimmy just had a little crazy looking face. And then right after the R-Truth in the Miz match, they went back to it. And then the reaction when I was, I put up where Jimmy is going from door to door. Now I came up with the theory is Jimmy, he couldn't have been looking for Jey Uso, even though he, initially found him at the end of the hall when he went to the door, because he knew where Jay locker room was at. He was sitting in Jay locker room. So I believe Jimmy was looking for Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn.
And Jey Uso was coming out because Jimmy was like, okay, this is it right here. And I think Jay was coming out the locker room talking to Sami Zayn like, yo, they trying to get me come back to this family shit. And then Jimmy was trying to go find Sammy to try to get Sammy to butter Jay up since they cool with this shit now. That's my theory that I believe Jimmy Uso was looking for. Because at the end of SmackDown, he said, yo, man, we need help.
Oh yeah. We all knew we were gonna get.
Kevin Owens, the way that he is rebelling right now.
Oh, Kevin Owens. Oh,
War Games right now. Rock is not in
we
War
need
Games.
that shit.
Kevin is going to be in War Games for the new bloodline.
Rock don't need to be in War Games.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You think Kevin's going to be in a War Games?
Cody's going to be on their side, and they're going to look, and Rock is going to be like, Cody, I got somebody that despises you, whatever. And Kevin's going to take Rock's spot. Now, the way that I feel like they can get to it, Sammy, I like that concept. But my thing is, if they do that way, I don't see Sammy getting into that unless if Sammy and Kevin are going to be like, Kevin's going to be like, so you chose him over me too. Like, I love what they're doing with Kevin right now is because what they did with Randy. Kevin felt like he was betrayed by Randy because Randy was trying to be there to, consolidate both of them.
Did y'all see the camera footage of it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. He fucked
Yeah.
I
Randy
love
up.
how, and this is something that
Oh,
I wish AEW would get
Here,
better
let's
on.
play this too.
Facial
wait.
experiences.
Because they have
They've got to look at when they do the camera angles and stuff like that. They have got to look at the expressions of the talent to showcase what the meaning of that spot is. That's something that I really love what WWE does with Kevin right now because they zoomed in on Kevin's face when Randy struck him. Like they wanted you to see that is the climate. That's that cinematic thing that we're gonna go, oh my God, that was cinematic. Perfect. Like just the way that they're doing those little bits, and it's not going way overboard. They're not attacking instantly. Like it's showing those one spot, a punch in the face, showcase the whole
coming out.
Like,
The DOD
that's
is investigating this incident. But real
so
quick,
much
let's do a refresher of what happened. So on January
is the simplest
My bad, I
things
don't know
can
this shit
get
is playing.
over. Yeah, I saw that. He's gonna talk about if they don't play this video or whatever. He's gonna
I
share
haven't
it on
seen it.
social media.
Oh,
Yeah, check this
I
out.
want to see that. I just seen the Kevin Owens beating up.
It's just
Randy
him
Orton.
explaining that SmackDown.
Okay, let's hear it.
Can you hear it?
It's a little low.
Damn. I don't know why this shit is playing so low.
WWE has not allowed me to do that. They have.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get it. I saw this earlier and I wanted to play it. I wanted to play it because
Ooh,
it made
I
sense.
want to see it. I want
But
you
also on the
get
Wrestle Dream take, Swerve should have never put hands on Shelton. I want Shelton
mean?
to be the most ruthless son of a bitch on the roster. Like, I wish that they would have done it. If Swerve pushed Shelton, he'd be like, oh shit, what did I do? Because the way that they got Shelton right now, I want Shelton to be that ruthless, just powerhouse guy that he should have been for the longest time. I wanted that's the only thing I have
Slim
on
had
that
said-
downfall is when Swerve pushed him, it kind of degressed that build at first, in my opinion.
I disagree. It was the perfect thing to do because you also got to keep Swerve strong. You don't want Swerve to look, oh.
I don't think it would
now.
have hurt Swerve because Swerve finds somebody that really like he said, he respects them and stuff like that. That should have been a hesitation to be like, yeah, bro, I'm not gonna touch you. Like, I respect you, something like that. So
I think
that was
they
the
can-
only thing I wish that they would have fixed.
Yeah. Listen, I think they can definitely take Shelton. Like I was just saying about the Hurt Business, new Hurt Business, whatever they got going on. I don't think they should do it like how they did it in WWE. I think they should do it like they're legit. Him, Shelton, and Bobby are just going around and they're just fucking taking claim,
think
yo.
Hobbs is
It's
gonna be in
whatever
that too.
happens. Who?
Powerhouse Hobbs. I think he'll
Powerhouse
be added
Hobbs.
into it.
Hey, listen, that's a
That's a
not
good build
bad.
too, man.
that'll
You
give
could
them
be a
3
legitimate.
big-ass
That could be
dudes.
like a Nation meets Evolution type caliber team, and I think that would be amazing.
I would love that shit. Yeah, and I think AEW could definitely run with that. Give them titles. You don't need a tag title. I wish they would stop doing that shit. They should let them rock with all the individual titles. Give them the TNT championship. Give them the fucking AEW championship, and let them hold all of them
they're
shits at
pushing
once. And then
Moxley's group right now, so that's not gonna
man,
be.
fuck that shit, man.
happening.
Mox,
This is my problem. This is the problem that I've got with this. Moxley can tell a good story, but you got to understand what he's telling you. Like, he could really, and this is something because I've had to watch Moxley for a while because I'm not a John Moxley fan. I don't believe in him.
That's
I
crazy.
literally, people get mad at me all the time. I say I don't think he's a wrestler. Like, I really just don't see what everybody is idolized when John Moxley. But I've been watching some of his stuff. They are trying to tell stories with Moxley's scenario, with him being this, anti-guy, whatever. I thought what was struck me different in Wrestle Dream is he didn't celebrate winning that title. He just put it in a damn bag and said,
Yeah, because it's
That's it.
one. That's what I was saying too earlier. That I was
like, he could tell a story, but you got to understand what he's trying to tell. And he doesn't get you to that point where it's like, oh, that's understandable. Oh, this is relatable. Like the finish. It was a great finish because what they're always trying to moniker, we're the best wrestle. Daniel Bryan, Brian Danielson, whatever we want to call him, he's finished so many people with that choke, that move. It's a legitimate wrestling move. So it tells that story, but you also got to give it to that actual audience that is semi into it, trying to introduce themselves to want to be in it. They've got to show it to where the crowd can go, oh man, I'll tune into next week to find out what's going on with this. I'll look at this part. They give you so much instantly on that show. And then it's like, where does it go next? Like the MJF and Adam Cole thing. You just did a double swerve. Like, why is Adam Cole going to be a babyface now? Like, it makes no sense. That's because he's TK's boy, and that's a fan favorite thing. I've been listening to podcasts, and that's really the only way I've been able to keep up with wrestling lately. What they've been saying is spot on. TK has soon he's got to say that I resign from being on creative, because he has no creative ideas of what's going to happen. If Shane McMahon's coming in, I think that would be the best fucking thing that happens for him, because he knows how to run a business. He knows how to build the wrestling skill. They have so much talent that can put matches together. Like, I get what they're doing, but this is the one thing that I have a biggest rant is when you watch a WWE show, you could tell the type of matches that are going to be on the card. They're not all the same. None of them are all the same. Like when I saw the Ricochet and Ospreay match, it was a good match, awesome match. Like I talk about it all the time. Ricochet is probably one of the best in-ring performers I've ever fucking witnessed and eyes on. But you're never going to care about him because he's not a character. Will Ospreay, I'm never really going to care about him because he's not a character. The one guy that gave me a damn, I like this guy was the Takashita guy. I am big on this guy. I think he's really good. Huh?
Yo, well, I want to say
none of these motherfuckers, yo.
I want to say,
I cringed when they did that table spot where Ricochet went through that table. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, that was that was crazy though. One thing I will add on to what Warren is saying though, how Moxley did not sell that championship. I like how he put it in the bag though. It gives me the illusion that he had to do that for someone else. Basically, maybe he may be giving the championship belt to someone or something to that effect. Now, maybe not like, necessarily just like you're the new world heavyweight champion, but basically, doing something different though. But yeah, I like that though. Yeah, the Wrestle Dream was okay.
My opinion, Dream was okay. WWE talent is getting digressed being on AEW TV, and I have been witnessing it numerous times. Mercedes Moné, she was a box office star as Sasha Banks. I feel like she has died down instantly being on AEW
because there's not a lot for her. First of all, it's
not necessarily there's a lot for her. You're starting to see the weaknesses of what she cannot capitalize on.
Bro, I don't even know if that's true because I don't really know.
She is not good on doing promos by herself without written scripts. We have seen it point blank now. Like it's getting to those points. Is like there's a reason why some of these things happen for you to keep elevating yourself up. If you're going to go to somewhere that is not that same style that you had because you want to change your level, you need to elevate that and adapt to that scenario. These matches that she's having, great matches, but the people that she's working have no chemistry in the ring with her, and that's what hurts the matches.
Listen, I wouldn't even say they're great matches. I'll be dead ass with that. Her and Britt Baker match sucked ass. They don't really. No chemistry. That's another thing about AEW. Their women's division is not good, man. I'm not saying that their women can't wrestle, but they don't have a strong women's division. They're trying to one up every single time. Like they're trying to prove, I can outrun you in this ring. I could outdo this. That's not the concept of pro wrestling. You're supposed to follow the opponent. You're supposed to make that opponent look good, and the opponent's supposed to make you look good. Like it's supposed to be a back and forth scenario. Like their matches, they did 13 match card, whatever. I didn't even have to watch the prelim, and that was the same wrestling matches for that whole 13. The only matches that changed what transition was the triple threat because they did a table in it and did a little bit of weapon stuff, so it was a different match. And then the only match that was different was the main event. You cannot have one style of wrestling the entire show. It don't work. I'm watching AEW because it's wrestling, and I want to make sure I watch everything and give everything at least a little, mostly everything. I ain't watch
hologram match was like watching a fucking circus.
But NXT, like we said earlier, if you want something to really watch, and it's hard to say, Like when you say NXT, it's almost like you're saying WWE, but you can literally see the difference, bro.
There's a big difference.
It's really fucking weird, yo. It's like, you know, even when if you was watching last night, like, you know, you saw like they're over there spinning the wheels for the matches for Halloween Havoc. It's like they always, one thing I can say that NXT does well is they have their gimmicks fucking mapped out perfectly, bro.
Perfectly.
Like every single thing that they put onto something or with a match or with a stipulation, they do that shit perfectly.
WWE is good for characters, man. They're like they can make a character from top to bottom and everything, man. From like Chase University to you name whatever character that they got in WWE or NXT. WWE could definitely do it better though.
Yeah. All right, guys. I know we already an hour in. I'm glad Warren's here now because we're gonna go ahead and go a little old school here. Due to recent events and stuff that's been going on in WWE, especially. We're gonna play a little game that we came. I think we played only one time. It's called Faces and Hates, baby. That's gonna be the game where we choose a wrestler and we decide if they are better as a face, baby face, or a heel, a bad guy, somebody you want to boo, punch in the face. All right, so I got a couple wrestlers lined up. We're gonna kind of go down the list here. And a lot of these are, you know, based off of current events or whatever. Like, you know, you see some changes happening. First one, we just talked about her and it kind of sparked a little conversation about, like, you know, pretty ass women that's in wrestling right now. But Tiffany Stratton, faces and hates. I'm gonna say this. I feel like Tiffany Stratton has been a great heel. She's got that already like kind of hateable kind of a gimmick to where it's like the Valley girl, you know, she's too good for everybody. No, don't touch me. I'm too clean. I'm too preppy. And it's been working. But recently, she's starting to kind of switch a little bit. Like I think her whole demeanor, especially the whole Crown Jewel thing with them going up against the Liv Morgan and stuff like that, is putting her in a different light. So I can see her as a baby face. But I think she is a heel. She's definitely a heel.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say heel for that reason.
Yeah, she's a heel by default though. But I think obviously she's aligned herself with Nia Jax, who's kind of like the ultimate women's heel right now. And another thing that makes her slightly a babyface is she got the Money in the Bank briefcase. So anytime somebody got the Money in the Bank briefcase, the crowd gonna go and say they want to see you cash it in, all et cetera, et cetera. But by default, she is a heel. I kind of like want to keep it that way, but I think we in an era right now where wrestling is like the heels are more enjoyable to watch, and you can tell it by watching them on the TV screen. And it's like when they become a babyface, you know, if they become a babyface and they get stale, then it's like, oh, boo. But you know, she like Brian just said, that perky, you know, like got an attitude,
prissy,
yeah, you know, like it's working, you know. And then like another thing is, like you just mentioned, she's in the mix with Nia Jax, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Dominic Mysterio, Rhea Ripley. So, yeah, it do give her a big spotlight too. It was real fresh to see her on Monday Night Raw, which I think that was her first time on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, so that was
perfect.
Dope. Yeah,
that was perfect. And Warren, you said you calling heel for Tiffany?
Face. I'm going face now because she's showcasing so much right now. I feel like this girl is one of those girls you had to elevate from being a bad guy first. That bad guy Mersana, but by the time that elevates, especially with the cash in, the Money in the Bank and stuff like that, she could be one of their biggest faces as a woman's competitor, especially on SmackDown. She will be one of those underdog baby faces that literally outshine so much when it comes to that because of her look, her presentation. She is fully characterized. Women can relate to her, you know, that beautiful imaginary Barbie. There's another person we always wanted to that we all still say to this day is one of the best of all time, Trish fucking Stratus. She is literally that scenario in her in-ring performance scenario, top notch. She could be one of the biggest baby faces in a female's roster if they do it right.
Yeah. Yep. If they do it right.
that matchup between Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair is gonna be
Oh,
something
it's gonna
else.
be a crazy one. It's
gonna be really good. I believe
Especially
that
if Charlotte
too.
works heel.
All right, so we got another one. We're gonna pull up. This is gonna be a surprise, but I want to get everybody's thoughts on it. Now, this is gonna be the change.
Oof.
Xavier Woods.
Oh, that's not hard.
Xavier Woods. Go ahead, Dre. Take the lead.
Okay. I take the lead though here. I would probably now if you asked me this 3 weeks ago, I probably would say maybe a heel. But you know, he's a babyface right now. I think he would do a lot better as a heel. But the way things are going on, I think we talked about it I think it was last week. I think it's going to be eventually going to be Kofi Kingston who's going to turn on Xavier Woods, though. You know, making Xavier sort of like the, he's going to be he's going to be seeking sympathy from the audience, though, because his best
right now.
friend turned on him and stuff like that. And
that shit going to build him.
And at the end of the day, Xavier was right. It proved everything. You know, even with Kofi Kingston turning on him, it would prove that Xavier was right all along. But however, I would say a heel because I'm always pushing for something new with the New Day. But I mean, the way this story going on, I'm thinking as a baby face though. But I would love to see him as a heel though.
What you got, Warren?
All right, so this guy, I remember when he first came to the roster. I remember when he was on Impact, and he was wearing the red, white, and blue,
Rocky,
the Apollo Creeds attitude and stuff like that. I literally looked at this man as this guy can definitely be a heel. Meeting him and on a couple of indie promotions and stuff like that, I was just like, it's such a different transition when you meet the person compared to the character. But when he got to WWE, he did his little shuck and drive and all that. I was just like, yeah, that baby face still is not clicking, in my opinion. And then when he got to the New Day, I thought he was the weakest link when it came to the New Day. You had Big E, big muscles. You had Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston, I really never could thought ever being a heel. But this guy right here made you have a believability coming into that. So I've been constantly just be like, all right, I don't know how they could transition Xavier into a babyface, but with Kofi, they were able to do that. With Big E, they were able to do that. Where they were able to just play goofy and do these comedy stitch and be one of the greatest tag teams that's ever been out there. One of the greatest factions. When it comes to an African-American tag team, regardless what anyone says, they are in that top 3 conversation because they have put so much longevity into a tag team division. They have done in reality, they have been going through so much ties as a tag team. What tag team wrestling has been going through, as much as John Cena had to struggle with the audience that was not pro wrestling fans at that time, but still had to be that one to be that ambassador, be that guy. Hey, come watch WWE. I'm that guy. You know, I'm the big baby face. Come love me, stuff like that. Even though when it wasn't cool to like wrestling, like I feel like New Day has went through those growing pains from the longest haul. But when it comes to Xavier Woods and seeing what they've been doing with him, yes, I agree Kofi's going to turn on him, but Kofi is not going to be a heel out of this. He's going to be like, enough is enough. I can't deal with this. This is not the New Day. This is not the positivity that we've been going through. Xavier is going to be like how Kevin Owens is. Why is everybody turning their back on me? Why aren't you appreciating me? I gave you so much amount of years, stuff like that. Xavier Woods could be one of the big mid-card heels if this works out right.
See, I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that because it's a very valid point.
I'm not trying to be mean on that, but I don't see a heavyweight champ caliber out of it. Xavier.
I feel like if at this point the tease between Kofi and Xav, if Kofi doesn't turn heel, you're missing a great opportunity. In my point,
you are.
I feel like because of the fact not only with just the swerve option of it, which I feel like real fans of this shit, people who watch this shit, who've been watching this shit for a long time, can see this as a perfect opportunity for a swerve, Because if Kofi switches, that's basically building 2 people in one. Kofi switching is going to be a crazy situation for most people. They're gonna be like, Kofi Kingston, what the fuck? They're gonna have a
Kofi-
match, which is something that you never even thought of. That's gonna
Big
build
E's
both
gonna
of
get
them.
involved.
Of course, but here, Warren, you're building exactly even more of why this shit's going to be perfectly elevated. If Big E gets involved because Kofi switched on Zave and Kofi's the baby face out of it, and Zave is more like, what is you doing? And then he tries to go against Big E. Maybe he'll kick Big E in the balls. Some shit. Yeah, he gonna get heat for it. But just imagine Kofi flipping and saying, man, I've been done with this shit. Why you think I wasn't doing this for you? Just imagine this, like you said, like Dre said, the sympathy that Zave is going to get, plus the aggravation, the heat that he's going to build, going up against Kofi, and then having, what's it called, come in and having Kofi turn on Big E or some shit. It's gonna just put them both in position to take off babyface Xavier and fucking heel Kofi, man.
See, I like that, but the thing is, it's a good moment, and it'd be like an AEW thing. Like, it's, oh my God, that's a switch. But Kofi could not be a heel for a longevity span because he doesn't look presented as a heel.
I don't believe that, bro.
Xavier, I could see it. He's wearing dark clothes. He's wearing different transitions. You're looking at it this like, bruh, he fits that mold. Like, great example. Remember the Shield? I thought the first person that would turn was Dean Ambrose.
Was Mox.
Because he gave you that look. He gave you that stature. I didn't even look at Seth Rollins as a babyface or a heel. I just looked at him as like,
nobody. Let me tell you. Let me say this. Let me say this shit to y'all real quick. I got to talk to the camera real quick. In the Shield, if anybody lies to me and says they were watching Seth Rollins in the Shield, you fucking lied.
Watched Roman Reigns.
You was watching Roman. No, you was watching fucking Dean.
You was watching Dean Ambrose.
Them Joker fucking camera. And he was the leader. I don't fuck. Nobody says Dean Ambrose was the leader of the Shield. He was the voice. He was the most memorable with his persona, with his personality.
Like a bloodline scenario.
I want to say something.
Dean Ambrose played the Jey Uso way. Loose cannon, always attacked, always reacted instantly, simultaneously. Roman played his role just like he did on the Shield. Cool, calm, collective, owned the damn yard, whatever you wanted to reference. But you had that third person that didn't really matter for the longest time. And you thought that same thing with Jimmy until they got that little transition with Sammy to get a little bit interaction with both of the scenarios.
Look, hold on, Dre. Say what you want to say about the Kofi Kingston thing.
Yeah. I think one thing I think Warren just said with Jimmy and Jay, like, even we thought it would have been, Jimmy who would have been, Intercontinental Champion by now, but actually it was Jay. But also to the Kofi Kingston thing, I think Kofi Kingston, besides John Cena doing the Thuganomics, I think heel for a little hot second though. John Cena and like Kofi Kingston has been one of the two guys who've been the longest babyface streak in the career. And throughout John Cena's, run, everybody was like, yo, when you gonna turn heel? When you gonna turn heel? Cena teased it here and there, but never happened though. Now for Kofi Kingston though, I don't think we ever seen him to play a heel. So I think something fresh,
New Day,
doing something new.
It'd be a moment. I don't see a longevity
to a heel. Now we don't know, and I don't want Big E to play a factor into none of this. Because he could play a factor into it, bro. Because I feel like if
you want to split New Day, Big E has to be a part.
He's got to be there somewhere. Yeah, I mean,
so they can.
It wouldn't even make sense if they didn't do it.
So they can make that statement. Go, hey man, we're no longer the New Day. Even if
but I feel like
two sides,
Big E could come in out of it later on down the line. I feel like if you are focusing on this story that you're telling with Kofi and Xavier, let's do that. And
I think it makes it more memorable. I think it makes it more memorable, and it makes you look at it, go, "Wow, this is really happening." Like, even if Big E cannot be in the ring, I need him in this storyline just to show, hey, we've been this so long. This is like a New Day farewell in the same showcase. And in a way, you elevate that next person. If it's Woods or Kofi, you elevate them because now you show that moniker is like, wow.
Whoever's the heel needs to beat up Big E then. Whoever's the heel need to beat up Big E.
You have the heel has to do something to Big E.
Because Big E, if he can't wrestle,
why not? Why you? Hey Warren, why you have like so little faith in Kofi Kingston? You know he was the fucking champion, right?
Dude,
he won the belt. Yeah,
You know,
no,
like
I would go with Kofi, bro. He been a match with Randy Orton. He been a match with some of the greats, Daniel Bryan. I mean, he definitely has the caliber.
In a way, Kofi was the
stand in.
Shelton Benjamin for a long time, like underrated until he finally got that one push from the fans.
That's true,
because they could not ignore what was going on. That was one time that
you know that was some accidental shit.
Meant what they said when they talked about it on social media, because Kofi was a replacement for Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali never. Let's say this again. You can zoom in or whatever. He never got his opportunity again because Kofi was the most over that moment. Had no chance of coming back. They had no way of ignoring.
I think another reason how that Kofi Kingston thing blew up.
If they done that for Shelton Benjamin, Shelton would have been at least a 3-time.
2017, WWE wasn't as hot or good in 2017, so a lot of fans got behind Kofi because it was like, oh please, not John Cena again. Oh please, not Roman Reigns. Oh please, not
definitely.
You had the women
definitely in the New Day.
2017.
No, you're right about that.
They were really cooking at that time because that's where
nowhere near like here.
Really going to where they were.
They had some cool stuff, but they weren't cooking.
They were showing some different transition into wrestling. Like you had the original NXT group that everyone was so behind, taking over that elevation. That was the first time
Xavier Woods one shook him up. Look, shook the room up.
That was the first time Seth Rollins. That's the first time Seth Rollins elevated because he got to go against Brock Lesnar. He got his elevation as a babyface. Like it was so many different transitions with that. But
all right,
SmackDown got a moniker because of Kofi Kingston getting that title. Like it got them a whole different showcase of what wrestling was from that show because of Kofi.
I got a couple more for y'all, just real quick. We don't try to run through these real fast.
Shout out to Woodsy. Right. He's doing a phenomenal job.
Wyatt 6.
Are they even on TV? I haven't watched.
They're not.
I've been curious. Sorry, Dexter. I know.
I haven't fucking seen them.
I know you watch this, Dexter, and you're gonna look at me when we go to training, and you're gonna bump my ass to death. But I haven't seen anything of the Wyatt 6 in the last 3.
I haven't seen anything either.
Weeks.
And it's unfortunate, man. But let me ask a question. Let's just go playing the game.
Is that helping it, or is it just killing it?
Do you think that the Wyatt 6? They basically came in as baby faces, which is the stupidest fucking thing I think I ever could have imagined. Do you think they'd be better as heels?
I think they are heels, though. I think the reason why the fans are loving them so much is because the connection with Bray Wyatt. I think that is the reason
Fuck
why.
that shit now, man. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to sound like an asshole here. Let me come back on the screen. I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, but that was one of the things I wanted to talk about. But we kind of running out of time.
Do you think if they escape that transition of, hey, this is no longer the Bray Wyatt thing, people will
I think it would be better. I think it would be. I'm tired of the tribute. I'm tired of it. I don't give a fuck either. I'll say it loud and proud. I'm tired. I don't care. I love Bray Wyatt. I always have. I don't
Same
give a fuck.
thing with Eddie. You look at Dom. Dom transitioned and made himself a whole different character.
And people
just Eddie Guerrero.
People had that anticipation. They were waiting. They just knew, like, the vignettes and everything, the QR codes. And so when they did pop up, people would thrill out their mind. So I don't think it was like, yo, they're baby faces. I think we just had no other choice to make them baby faces.
Man,
and then going up against American Made, I think made no sense because
it didn't.
So Gable was just coming out of Alpha Academy, and then starting this new group in American Made, trying to build them up and make them
which is fucking phenomenal.
I think that's why
American Made is probably one of my favorite.
They've been focusing more on American Made right now because they realized they did put themselves.
They're phenomenal, bro.
Yeah.
They're phenomenal. Chad Gable is so elevated. This is one thing I really wish WWE would really look at because I was a big American Alpha fan. I love that tag team. I thought it was different. It was organic. Everything was going with it. Chad Gable has been the biggest underrated gem since he's been in WWE. This guy could do so much. I could see it. Kurt Angle's even said it plenty of times. Chad Gable is going to be a heavyweight champion, and when it's all said and done, like he's going to have at least one or two. Like this guy can be one of those guys. And then you look at Brutus and what's the guy's name?
Colin or whatever. What's his name? Not Colin.
That guy,
Bro.
he's got
His
heavyweight
brother.
title written all over him when he gets out of a tag team thing.
Yeah.
And especially Brutus.
Yeah, they're
Brutus
beasts,
has
bro.
got a creative.
I hope they never get out of team. They could just stay. I mean,
That's what
people
I'm
don't
saying,
always
but-
gotta escape teams. Like
Exactly.
But what I'm
just
saying
deal
is
with each other.
they look
gotta
like
always
they
break up.
stand out even on their
That's-
own. Like they
that's
have
W-
that look.
Yeah, that's WWE thing right there. They're like, oh well, they're a tag team. Let's break them up, though. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
you
But
have
you
to
know, it
destroy
ain't just
people, though.
WWE. No.
and look at- and
It's
look at-
all fans too now because we look at
I know.
Usos. Oh, they got a split. We got these. Oh, they got a split.
Right,
Like, bro, we
right.
can't do this.
Raw couldn't wait to come.
I
on.
never thought the Usos
Yeah,
should split. I don't know. Fuck. I ain't
No,
never
but
thought
what
that
I'm
shit.
saying is fans do that more,
Yeah,
and I
that's
don't
what
think
I-
it's
yeah,
just
that's
the
what I was
wrestling
trying to-
promotion. It's
that's
the
what I was trying
fans
to
that
allude
make
to.
that issue for the fan.
Yeah, I get it. That's what I'm saying. I was trying to allude to. That's what I'm saying. You were excited to come on because we can't get nothing out right now. So that's what I'm saying. What I'm alluding to, like, shit. You know what? You know, made me forget my train of thought. I don't even know no more, and I'm getting hungry.
It's
So
finally
start writing them down now.
It's commission
Yeah.
talks again.
yeah,
We're forgetting thoughts. We're talking over each other.
I'm in debate mode again.
yeah.
That's where we at. All right, guys.
I've been
We're
really
gonna,
talking wrestling in a minute. So
We're gonna
yeah.
wrap up. Let me see. We
Yeah.
got Slim Jefferson. You can see the parallels
Yo,
between
yo.
American Made and Team Angle, but I feel
Yes.
Ivy adds a great
Yo,
semi.
yo.
When they
Can I
did
say
that,
something real fast? One
Yeah, go
thing
ahead,
real
go
quick.
ahead.
Yo, Slim was
Real
goody,
good
my
buzzer.
guy. I seen you about to become a dad, man. I see all the posters that you making and talking about how you're gonna wrap your daughter up in a burrito, bro. That was just the same
Bro.
way how we was when
Put
we
them
were
in nun
young.
school. That's all
and-
you can do. Just put them in nun
and-
school. That's it.
And knowing how you're a wrestling fan and seeing those moments, you know, having those moments with Lil Man, watching wrestling with him, I know you're gonna enjoy it. So I just wanted to say that.
oh yeah,
I know
super
this was
awesome,
a little
Slim.
off topic.
But
too,
back to
man.
his question, you can see the parallels between American Made and
I was gonna say with the
yeah.
American Alpha that promo they had on Monday night it's just solidified. Like he said, Ivy Nile and the Creed brothers as well as Alpha, Chad Gable.
Chad.
It's just the team is incredible, bro. The team is incredible with the red, white, and blue on the Jeep. The motherfuckers look dominant. They look dominant. And now what I want is they have to find somebody that's going to give them a legitimate, you know, what the fuck? I can't talk right now. Legitimate feud. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you're gonna want to see somebody who's gonna go up against American Alpha, and they're gonna actually be really good, and they're gonna fucking rock the house, man. And I'm looking for that. I want the stable fight. Some of my favorite shit back in the day used to be DX versus fucking the Nation, you know, whatever versus the Corporation. Like, I used to love that shit. So it's like that gives you a storyline to be invested in. Don't need a title, don't need anything like that. Then you got the women's shit going on. Then you got the title picture shit going on. And then you got the goofy shit going on. Bam.
the goofy shit.
I'm entertained in wrestling. So it's like, you know, you
I
definitely
like
have a
goofy
lot of
shit.
I love goofy shit. You feel me? But it's just like I feel like
Shit
right now
that
they
Miz
have
is doing right now. My God,
Miz too.
Miz?
There you
bro,
go,
Miz
Slim.
is
Yeah,
going to have a
I'm
title
boy.
before it's all said and done again.
I couldn't
I
wait.
should.
I couldn't wait for him the Miz to turn back to a heel, man. I couldn't wait for it. And
Bro, no,
Miz-
have you been seeing the things that R-Truth has been posting? Talk about I hope you sleep
Oh,
with
yeah.
like saltine crackers.
Nah, I haven't seen. You know what? I just followed Jada Parker. I think she's the only one I've been following right now, though.
I follow everybody, yo. I follow all
I've
of
been
them.
funny
motherfuckers.
though, but no, I didn't see what Truth posted though.
Yeah, you know, Truth just being Truth. But outside of Truth, you know what I'm saying? It was a nice transition to get Miz back to like a hateable character, which is not hard for him to do because that's his natural element. But
Don't bring
like
no
you just said,
reality show
Warren,
anytime soon,
listen,
bitch.
let me tell you something. The Miz, I fully would love to see heel Miz in the fucking
the
world
World
championship
Heavyweight
picture.
There we
World
go.
heavyweight champion picture. And legitimately, not that Bobby Lashley, him and John Morrison bullshit. That was bullshit. I'm
Yeah.
talking about legitimately making Miz, give him a little entourage again, bring Maurice back, and make that motherfucker a real problem in Raw. Especially Netflix Raw. Come on, bro. You telling me you can't find two people to pair up with the Miz?
bro.
Come on, man. Come on. Two
You know how much
motherfucking legit people to
revenue
pair up
they're
with
about to
Miz,
bring
yo.
to that Netflix Netflix is about to be outrageous.
I'm telling
When
you,
it comes
I'm
to
ready
a pro
for it.
wrestling moniker thing, bro, you're gonna bring a different audience into this picture.
I can't wait.
There's nobody that doesn't have Netflix. Like,
Yeah,
it's gonna be insane.
guys,
I'm excited for it.
it's hour and a half in. You know, usually we don't go too much further than this. So we did play some faces and hates. Hopefully you guys tell us, once you are watching this, leave your comments and stuff like that under the video. Commission Talks is always going to be here Wednesdays, hitting on firing off on all cylinders. I hope you guys have really enjoyed the promos that we got going on. That's for me. I've been putting out shit all fucking day. So guys, let's go around the room real quick. What you guys got going on, man? Anything new?
Yo, I think I'm gonna go first though. New episode of the 11:30 podcast show is out right now with Adam Emil, pop artist, R&B artist. He talk about time working with Stevie Wonder, getting into the business, with Color Me Bad, and just so much other stuff. So dope guy I had on. So if you guys, when you guys get a chance or whenever, definitely check that out. And other than that, man, definitely the wrestling content is definitely staying strong. So
For sure.
yo,
He on that
What about you,
Tino
Warren?
schedule now. He on Tino's schedule now. Every week. Wrestling. Hey guys, obviously buzzing with Marlo. We're back. I am pushing as hard as I can to make sure I'm putting out an episode every week. I apologize about that. We're now back from Orlando, so everything's going to be a little bit more easier to deal with. My son also has a new gaming channel. He wants me to make sure we tell everybody that. He loves Roblox and stuff, so he wants to stream video games. We're going to work on that, try to really get that better. But obviously, pro wrestling schedule right now. Next Saturday, I'm back on DCCW roster. I have been gone for about 2 months. Just I needed a break. So be my first show back. That's going to be a fun one, especially if you have families and stuff like that. It's a free show, man. Trick or treating, all that. So I'm personally doing this because I never do shows like this. And I owe everything to them. They do phenomenal work. They do phenomenal shows. I mean, the talent they bring out there, I will always be in depth to them. So I definitely will be there, have my match and stuff like that. So if you want an opportunity to see me, go out there in McClenny. We're going to be at a church, so it's going to be a real fun thing. I'm excited about that. I'll be back. Supposed to be going in a show with Chris Adonis. We're going to be doing one in November 9th in Georgia. I will be working with the former Masterpiece, so we're going to have a fun one with that one. So I was just revealed now, actually, so there you go. But yeah, man, a lot of good things going on. Families happy, families ready to go. Halloween's upon us. Freaking Thanksgiving's gonna be there, and Christmas is right there.
End of the year.
Hey Warren, you said I'm on Tino's schedule. Look at Tino do live streams every single day.
I'm seeing you lately on them now. I'm like, dang, bro.
You know what, Dre? Yeah, he's not lying. Actually,
listen to AEW.
You're doing watch alongs twice a week. You got your show. You got
you
working, bro.
Hey, I'm trying, man. Look here, I'm trying. This how I worked before I had the kids. So I told myself if I get some free time, definitely. Yeah, the watch alongs are definitely. So, that's what I wanted to ask you guys. Because both of you guys do it real fast. You guys do the gaming, the streaming. You guys got the gaming streaming thing. How do you stream? How do you stream the games and stuff? Because I got an Xbox One. So if I want to play, because I got the EA Play Zone, so I'll be playing Madden, the race car, and all that. So if I wanted to stream and have it on the computer, how do I do that?
You can put it on your Xbox. You can stream literally on the Twitch thing, share the screen, whatever.
From the Xbox.
Yeah,
just depending if you have a camera
Twitch off the Xbox. You can record off the Xbox. You can go on your Twitch stream, whatever, put it in your thing and share the screen on the StreamYard or something like that. It will show that way. Or you could do, or obviously I've heard a lot of people talk about the what's
capture
that
card.
Capture card. You hook the Xbox in that and you just play it through the PC.
That's what I do. I use a capture card. Like I said, I like my shit to look fucking crisp, yo. But I was fucking with it. I still fuck with it. I still try to do it on StreamYard now because it's just easier. But I was doing what the hell did I have? Streamlabs. I had Streamlabs for a while. And Streamlabs is good because it allows you to stream to TikTok. It allows you to stream to a bunch of different
Prices go up
platforms.
quick without even you knowing.
It's not. You know what? The prices aren't bad, bro. It's like $19. The same shit. It's cheaper than StreamYard, to be honest. But
I guess that was on a different package because that sucker was putting a little
it's
bit
like
more
19, maybe 29, if you wanted like all the extra shit. But honestly, it's also free. If you don't want to, you don't have to be. You can stream on 2 services for free. So but it's just doing the capture card to me is the best because you're able to you hook your shit up, plug everything in. It's real easy to do, and then you're able to stream all your monitors and stuff like that or whatever that you're using.
Okay.
Yeah, because sometimes I was finding a lot of problems with the audio. That was my biggest thing. I wanted to be able to hear in my headphones. And if you got that shit, I got like 4 capture cards over here.
That shit was pissing me off.
I'm telling you, it's a bitch at the beginning. I ain't gonna lie because you got to learn how to do it. But
it was like one or the other. It was like the game would stream completely fine, but the audio would not click at all. Or you get hit for a copyright, and I'm like, bro, like I'm just streaming the video game. Like I don't stream on Facebook. I learned my growing pains from streaming the video games because I watched so much YouTube. Like, all right, how to not get copyright for this? How to keep it on certain things like that?
Yeah, that's why I
keep the volume a little lower so your volume on your mic is working. Like,
other than
you get your growing pains.
Yeah, other than certain shows, I stopped streaming on Facebook because Facebook they be acting bitchy though.
They real touchy, yo.
Yeah, so I just stay to YouTube or like Twitch. I know X they fucked up.
You gotta pay for this shit.
Pay for the package.
I'll never fucking go on there. But even though I'm not gonna lie, I gained a really big following on fucking Twitter.
You had a following, yeah, I know. When you did the live streams on this thing. 30 to 40, almost 100 damn people on these things.
Yeah, there was a lot of motherfuckers watching on Twitter. But
I just got the game back in the room, so I just thought I asked you that question. I was, trying to do some different stuff.
We'll definitely talk about that.
For sure. Come on. For sure. But guys, man, like they said, I'm glad everybody's doing stuff. As y'all can see, I'm fully back in the swing of my shit. Y'all gonna be seeing my ass on the fucking screen every 5, 10, 20 times a day. We do have, of course, the Halloween Spectacular is going down on the 24th. Like I said, it's been really creepy shit going on. Every time I watch a video back, it's like a whole bunch of crap in it. I don't know what's going on, but it is what it is. It's a spooky season. And we'll be back tonight, of course, continuing Wrestle Talk Wednesday with Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk. Next week on Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk, we will have a Halloween special too. We'll be talking about creepy wrestlers, The Undertaker, Bray Wyatt, The Fiend, all of that shit. We're gonna be talking about our favorite times and have some clips too, some videos and some pictures. But listen, until next time, of course, we're going to tell you guys to stay true, stay positive, pay attention, and make sure you stay on the line tonight, 9:00 p.m. for Brian B, Lay, and Slim Jefferson. Hey yo, from me, Brian B, Dre on Wheels from the 1130 podcast, as well as Warren Marlowe, who looks like he dipped off a little early. We're going to see you next week on Commission Talks. We are.